If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why do you need an executive summary sales presentation and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silverman, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so there is going to be a point in time where you meet with 1 out of 100 buyers. And I'm going to let you know, this is not always the person that you're going to meet with. Is not the person you're always going to meet with. But there's going to be a point in time where you need to be able to pull this playbook open and run this play. And here's what it is. You're going to meet with somebody who is a high-level investor, a high-level entrepreneur, or somebody who's way up on a management team. And when somebody's on that type of line or that type of level, they're used to making decisions. And they're used to making decisions fast. So they may look and go, $10,000, shoot, I spent $1 million yesterday. Or $10,000 or $20,000, I spent $500,000 last week. So for them, they look at it like it's not a lot of money, it's not a lot of information. So I'm going to tell you a story. Probably like 2007, 2008, I get a phone call from the dispatch. And they're like, hey, Scott, can you run a call tomorrow morning at 5 in the morning? I'm like, yep. They go, you don't even know where it's at. I said, I don't care. And they said, okay, so here's what's going on. The person you're meeting with says they have 30 minutes. I'm like, game on, let's go. So I get up at like 3:30 in the morning, iron my shirt, polish my boots, get to the house dead on, 4:59, lightly knock on the door. Dude looks at his watch as he opens the door. He goes, good. He goes, I literally have 29 minutes. Do what you got to do. So I go up in the attic, look at the system, grab a flashlight, go outside, look at the electrical, size up the house, ask him about a couple of things, say, great, let me come up with some options. Yeah, by the way, here's a couple cool things about my business. And the guy kind of chuckles and he laughs. And he looks at his watch. We're 17 minutes in. Okay, we're 17 minutes in. So I say, here's the price. I'm going to give you a random number, 20 grand. He goes, good, let's do it. Can you have the paperwork done in the next 6 minutes? I've got to go. Yeah, no problem. Wrap it up, get it done, call the dispatch at 8 o'clock. They're like, how did your appointment go? I'm like, sold it. They go, hey, what was the story? Give you the background. Dude, high-level executive of a really well-known company here in Sacramento, called 12, 15, 18 companies. Nobody would meet with him at 5 in the morning. The guy said, look, Scott, I go to the office at 5 in the morning. I come home at 8 o'clock at night. I don't want to deal with heating and air when I get home. Tell me if your guys are going to be here, how they work, what they do. Done. Sold. He didn't need a full presentation. He needed an executive summary. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching or private training, discounted coaching or discounted training. Now, every other sales coach or mentor or manager on this planet would tell you, not everyone, a lot of them, give them a full presentation. The guy didn't have the time. There's going to be a point where you meet with somebody who just doesn't need an entire sales process. And I'm going to tell you, it's like 1 out of 100, so don't let this spoil you. This person's going to probably come up once a quarter, once every half of a year. And you're going to know because you're going to meet with them, and they're usually a person of means. Okay, I'm going to make some high-level judgments. They usually have a lot of money. They're usually a person of means, and they can usually make a decision real quick. And if you're wasting their time, they're going to be like, time to me is money. And they're not being arrogant about it. Like, this is the type of person that could, probably have a limo driver or a private jet because they're like, this is too low level for me. Like, I just want to make a decision. I want to move on with my life. Versus somebody who's like, I want to talk to 18 people. I want to spend 100 hours on this. I want to make sure I'm buying the right thing. Like, you got to know that if you're dealing with somebody in the executive summary level, they just want the facts. Tell me how it works. Tell me what it's going to do. Give me the outcome. Give me a number. And like your brain, when you run into this, may tell you, everybody tells me to give a full presentation, right? Like there's going to be 1 time out of 100, maybe 1 time out of 200 that you go against the grain of all the rules that you know about. And like, there might be people, Scott, don't tell my guys this, but like, this is the truth. If somebody calls you and says, can you meet with me at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, that person, I promise you, is a decision maker. And nobody else in your town is going to do it. So if somebody says, hey, Scott, if somebody called me today, hey, Scott, I got somebody that wants to meet with you at 6 o'clock in the morning. They need something to have happen, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's the only time they can meet with you. Are you in? Like, heck yes, because if somebody's willing to meet with you at 6, they're willing to do business. Hey, Scott, somebody's working the late shift. The only time they can meet with you is midnight. Done. Let's roll. Let's go. And you're like, are you serious? Yeah. Because here's the thing. Sometimes you need to meet people where they're at and make the magic happen where everybody else isn't going to. So if you read Sun Tzu, Art of War, be where everybody else isn't, Everybody else is going to say, well, sorry, we only meet at 8 o'clock. We only meet at 9 o'clock. We only work till 5 in the afternoon. Hey, if somebody called me and said, Scott, real deal, because of my time zones, because of my schedules, can we meet at 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. Can we meet at 2? Yep. Can we meet at 3? Yep. I was here at the office for a presentation this morning at 5:30 on a weekend. Okay? So, like, I'm not just saying, hey, would I do this 10 years ago? Yes. Would I do it today? Absolutely. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.